I am Ontavious L. Jawan. This is the Unfather Father, a uphill battle production. Fear no man, fear no circumstance, fear no situation, and by all means, trust God. So, we're gonna get straight to it, man. As it stands today, I'm probably about 3 days out from the arrival of my little man. And all I can find myself thinking about is how much I want to be there for him. I think back to all the moments that I had in my life that very important people to me missed, man. And I can't imagine placing that feeling on my son, man. So that's where I'm at today. That's what we diving into. The moments, man. Everything from his first step to his first words to the first time he falls down, man, to scrape his little knees up. The first girl he liked. Everything, man. Find myself thinking about how important it is for me to just be present, man. For him to be able to look back and just realize that, you know what, man? I can't remember my father not being there. Like, that's the feeling I want to leave my son with. Not, I wish my father was there. I want to go to the other end of the spectrum. Man, I can't remember my father not being present. And every time I thought I wanted him there, he was coming through the door. That's where I'm at, man. So if you tuned in right now, please take the time to like, comment, and subscribe to the content. You are definitely appreciated, man. Help me spread this value around, man. Help me to help others with my journey, with my stories and my experiences. As I said before, this is the Unfather Father, a uphill battle production, man. And today I'm just talking about the moments that we have in our life, especially as children, man, that sometimes the people that we love the most miss out on. And I want to make it my duty to not place that burden on my son. I can think back to several moments in my life, man, that were very pivotal for me in my development. And the people that I wanted to be there the most, they wasn't present. You know? For whatever the reason may be. You know what I'm saying? Some of those situations I can understand and I can extend grace to. And then others I feel like it really wasn't no excuse for it. It just made me feel like, you know, you didn't want to be a part of the moment. So that's why we here, man. I encourage y'all to make sure that you there for your children, man. Because some things that may not be big or important in your mind means everything to the child, because I was that child. And you were that child when you think back. So I'm going to give y'all some examples as I like to do. I like to share my experiences with y'all so that y'all can feel me and go on this journey a little deeper with me. I remember 2006 getting ready for my high school graduation, man. And I was getting ready at my grandmother's house. I remember my grandmother in the house. I remember one of my uncles in the house. And I just remember walking through her house, getting ready, making sure my shirt and pants and stuff was ironed up, making sure my towel was nice. And I remember at this moment trying to focus on getting ready, but also realizing like why they not getting ready? You know what I'm saying? And I remember going to my graduation. Me, my mother, and my little sister. And if I'm not mistaken, I remember my uncle dropping us off to my graduation, man. And him and my grandmother not attending my graduation. At this point, it is what it is. But at that time, that was a very significant moment for me. I mean, as it is for most people. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really know how to feel about that, but you know how we do, man. We like to soldier on, man. We like to, make the best of what's presented to us. So that's what I did. But I look back at that moment and I realized that, you know what? That's not a trend I want to follow. That's not a precedent that I want to set for my son. So this is not a slight to anybody. This is not me pointing a finger at anybody. This is just simply me sharing my experience and deciding to make another decision, a different decision, a better decision. And this is me encouraging y'all to do the same, man. But on this channel, baby, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I'm gonna keep this thing 1K. I'm gonna share my experiences. I'm gonna take the risk of being vulnerable with you. And I hope and pray that y'all can find the value and the blessings in my vulnerability, man. So let's go a little deeper into this, man. I remember on my national signing day for college, man, I had signed a scholarship to Troy University, man, in Alabama. Play football, right? And once again, not once again, but this time, I remember being alone. Nobody was there. And I don't even remember what the reason was, you know what I'm saying? But I just remember that, you know what I'm saying? My teammates, they was there and some of their parents was there. But I remember that, man, I was alone. You know what I'm saying? On one of the biggest days of my life, what all the hard work was for, what all the fighting and preparation was for, what all the trying to make sure my grades was right was for, to sign this letter of intent to go to a university, right? And I remember being there alone, man. And at the time, you just try to consume yourself with the joy of the moment, man. But it was another missed moment in my life. So let's fast forward, man. I remember ending up at JUCO 2 to be exact. Butler, Kansas, and then Reilly out in Oklahoma. And once again, man, you know, as the Lord would have it, as my journey would have it, no one ever came to support me on that journey. No one ever came to a game, you know. And parts of it, like I said, I can understand, man, because, you know, I come from the bottom, man. So, you know, our resources wasn't always in a place where, you know, these trips was accessible to us, man. And I can respect that, you know. But that still doesn't mean that the moment wasn't missed. So I make it to the University of Tulsa, Division I, you know. And once again, man, no one who I would have wanted to be there, who I would have expected to be there, ever came to one of my games, right? Now, I will give credit to my big cousin, Greg, man, who did come to one of my games, man, when we played North Texas. So shout out to you, big cuz. I'll never forget that, and I appreciate it. But if I'm being honest, he's not one of the people that I would have ever expected to come and support me. You know what I'm saying? But it is appreciated. And then we fast forward to my graduation, man. But you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to backtrack. Let's go to my senior day, right? Well, all your family is supposed to come and support, at least your parents come support and applaud the fact that, you know what, you a senior and you made it to the end. And once again, man, I remember giving all my tickets away because I knew that nobody was going to be there for me. So I gave all my tickets away to my teammates, man. And you don't cry about it, man. You just suck it up and keep moving. You soldier on. You strap your boots up and you continue to march. And then we get to graduation, man. Now, give y'all a little more context and insight into my story. I was expelled from college for a whole year. I was sent home academically ineligible. Feel me? Pretty much lost my scholarship. Had to sit out for a whole year, and it was mandatory. Then I had to write a petition letter to get back or reinstated to the University of Tulsa. Sat out that year, went up to Canada, you know what I'm saying, signed a CFL contract that didn't pan out. Ended up taking some time to go to Houston. During that time, I wrote my petition letter and ended up getting back into college, man. And after all that, I graduated, right? Graduation rolls around, man. And once again, nobody who shared my blood, nobody that I would have wanted to be there, nobody that I had done it for, nobody that had been an internal source of motivation was present, man. And honestly, it tried to rob me of my joy. It tried to steal the moment from me. You know? But God is good, man. Because all three of my college roommates, Big T, KD, and Chuck, all of my brothers was present. My homegirl Jen was present. My homeboy Savage Larry was present. The homie TA was present. And to these people, I'm eternally grateful, man. Because they don't know the magnitude of that support in that moment. So this ain't about me coming to y'all on no Debbie Downer, woe is me, feel sorry for me type of energy. This is about me being transparent, man. About the missed moments and opportunities that occur in our lives, man. Now it's layers to this, because when I dive a little deeper, let's understand this. I'm a black male, man, in America that made it to a D1 university, that graduated, coming from a small agricultural town, Pahokee, Florida, man. Made it to a private university in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Consider the levels of adversity that I overcame, being expelled for a whole year, sitting out a whole year, writing a petition letter, being granted an opportunity, a second chance to go back and redeem myself and get my degree. And after all that, walking across that stage, and not having the support system that I desire, man, that I long for. But I ain't no victim, bruh. I refuse to be a victim. I'm one of God's soldiers, man. And I realize that all those valleys serve the purpose of me getting my son to the mountaintop, man. It served the purpose of me understanding the magnitude of my responsibility as a father. You understand? So this ain't about trying to make nobody feel sorry for me, champ. This about me acknowledging the glory of God, because he saw me through it all, man. He kept me strong. He gave me wisdom and understanding and insight into what was going on in my life, to where now, on the cusp of fatherhood, I can look back and I can see his hand. I can look back and I can see his grace and his mercy, and I can extend his grace and his mercy to those who at that time let me down, whether it was intentional or unintentional. So consider your children, man. Consider the moments in their life, man. They Pop Warner games, they recitals, they spelling bees. It may not be important to you. You may think that, oh, they just a little kid, it ain't gonna matter. I promise you, to them it matters. And I promise that they remember. So I encourage you, man, don't put unintentional trauma or unnecessary traumas, bad memories on your child, man. Let's do better. This video may not be for you, but if you made it to this point, I appreciate you rocking with me, man. And I pray that you find the value in it. I am Untavious L. Jawan, the Unfather Father. This is a Uphill Battle production. Appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You are appreciated.